Hey, federal employees, have you ever been just told, hey, just stay late and we'll sort out the overtime later? If so, you need to hear this. Any federal employee who's ever worked overtime needs to hear this. A brand new federal circuit decision just made that situation a lot more dangerous for you if you don't have written approval in advance. I'm Sean Southworth, CEO of Southworth PC. We represent federal employees and applicants nationwide. And I just finished reading the federal court's en banc decision in a case called Lesko that was just issued. Here's the headline in plain English. For a lot of Title V federal overtime claims, the court just reaffirmed that overtime generally has to be, quote, officially ordered or approved, end quote, in a way that satisfies the OPM regulation. And that regulation says the order or approval must be in writing. And I know how that lands because it conflicts, at least emotionally and practically, with what a lot of working people understand about overtime. If the employer lets you work or tells you to work not in writing and benefits from the work, knows you're doing it, you should get paid, right? That's the suffer or permit concept that's baked into the Fair Labor Standards Act in a private sector world. But this case was about Title V overtime. The narrow question the court tackled was whether OPM can require written approval as part of what counts as officially ordered or approved overtime. The majority said yes, but didn't really address the suffer or permit aspect. So what does this mean for you, the real human being who's exhausted, short-staffed, and trying to do the right thing? Well, first, if you can take one best practice from this, it would be now it's especially important to get overtime authorization in writing. An email, right? A Teams message, a text, something you can save. If you're being told to stay late, make it normal to respond with something just like, hey, just confirming you're directing me to work beyond my tour. Can you approve that in writing, please? Keep it professional, nice, mindful, simple, but get it documented. Second, the decision doesn't just mean you have zero rights if it wasn't in writing. It means one common path just got harder, especially if the agency later acts like, well, we never approved that. That's the risk. So there are still situations where other laws, other pay systems, agency policies, or retroactive approvals matter. In fact, the court even noted that supervisors can sometimes ratify overtime after the fact by approving it in writing later. So I would seek that. So if you've already, worked the hours, don't assume it's over. Get good advice about your specific facts. Third, if you're a supervisor or HRLR professional watching this quietly, hear me clearly. It's not a gotcha tool. The fastest way to destroy trust is to quietly accept extra work and then hide behind paperwork when it's time to pay people. Now, what do you think? I want to hear from y'all in the comments. Have you ever been pressured to work off the clock in federal service? Should a written approval rule decide whether you get paid for work the agency benefited from? Should Congress fix this? And if you're in management, why is it still hard for employees to get overtime approved in writing when everybody knows the workload is real? Just my thoughts and my questions for you. What do you think about this? As always, feel free to put whatever you want in the comments. Keep it professional or close to that. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Take care and have a great day.